Hi, this is Ken Pletsky with Straight Talk Real Estate, and today we are starting a buyer agreement video series, and this information is going to be given to you so that if you're thinking about going through the buying process in Kennewick, Pasco, Richland, West Richland, anywhere in the Tri-Cities, or for that matter, Washington State, these are some things you need to know before you even step into a house. You can't just call an agent and go see homes anymore. You have to sign something first. A lot of buyers are confused and honestly a little uncomfortable about it because they don't clearly understand it. And some agents aren't quite explaining it super clear so that the buyer has that knowledge of what they're getting into. So we're going to talk about that. In Washington State in 2024, there was some new laws that came out, and buyers are now required to sign what's called a Buyer Brokerage Services Agreement before the agent can actually work with you. And that means before showings or before advice or even before writing offers, well, especially before writing offers. And it's not about making things harder or more difficult. It's really about being more transparent and giving you clear understanding of what you're going to be expecting in the representation of an agent. Everything that used to be assumed and how agents get paid and what they do is going to be now spelled out for you in writing. The term of it and all of those things are going to be a piece of this 3-page document that is now required by law. So the question what buyers are feeling is kind of open, right? It's open for discussion. And that's why I'm doing this podcast. That's why I try to educate you before you get into an agreement with a buyer's agent on what you can and can't do. You know, am I locked into something? Can I still talk to other agents? Do I have to pay now? Those are all valid questions. And we're going to talk about that as we journey through this buyer agency agreement together. But here's what we're hearing from buyers all over the Tri-Cities. Last week even, I had a buyer call on a property that we have listed, and they were not being given the information from their agent, which is why they called us. Through the conversation, they were actually in an exclusive agreement, but they were still, kind of calling around and asking agents, and they didn't understand their requirement to go through their broker. Of course, we had our listing. It was our seller representative. We provided all the information we could, told them to contact their agent and make sure that they got out to see that property. So the other question is, can they talk to other agents? And I guess you can if you're calling the listing agent and get direction from that. But then you'll be redirected back to your buyer agent, who is your exclusive agent on your transaction or your non-exclusive. Do I pay now? Those are all good questions. I mean, these are the things that we're going to be going over and explaining, because inside this agreement, there are many parts, but two of the big parts are exclusive and non-exclusive. And exclusive would mean you are loyal to that person and that agent and representation of you. Non-exclusive is just what it means you're not, and you're probably paying the field, maybe working with multiple agents, calling around trying to get as much information as you can. Of course, if you're being non-exclusive, maybe you make a choice where you find an agent that you just not 100% with yet, but you want to give them the opportunity to earn that. Definitely don't sign exclusivity if you are going to be talking with other agents out there, because it is a definite situation by law that agents have to be in an agency agreement, so they can't provide any services for you. And I kind of liken it to the fact that when you're dating someone and you want to be exclusive because you really have the hots for them, and all of a sudden you find out that they are dating other people and their side of the relationship was non-exclusive. So that should give you a quick definition of how that would feel in an agency relationship when you're working with an agent, but you may be calling other agents that are out there. But all these choices are going to impact your experience in it, whether you're in exclusive or non-exclusive. So in the next few videos, I'm going to break down the entire part of the agreement so that you fully understand anything before you sign. And if you want a simple, no jargon breakdown of the form, grab our free buyer agreement sheet below. And if you're buying in the Tri-Cities, we're happy to help walk you through the process, give you explanation of the form, and our guide system for our buyers that show the whole flow chart of what the buying process looks like. No pressure, just offering it out there to you. So hope you tune in to our next episodes, and hope you like and subscribe, and maybe share us out there with anyone who is going through that process. Thanks again. Have a good day.